Carmen, and today we have a reading for you about somebody that is, I don't know if they're like intentionally trying to get someone to feel jealous or if it's just because they're maybe new at the office or new in town. But we have a group of individuals who are admiring this Queen of Wands. Now, keep in mind that the Queen of Candles or Queen of Wands does not have to be a woman. This could be, like the new dude at the office, and there's a bunch of single eligible bachelorettes. You know what I mean? But we have this attractiveness that is in some way tied to being new or maybe somehow like a little bit unattainable. So on this Queen of Candles or Queen of Wands card, it says, "O lady dear, hast thou no fear? Why, and what art thou dreaming here? Sure thou'rt come o'er far off seas, a wonder to these garden trees." So see how it mentions that you've come from far away? There's at least something here that makes this person very different. If you live in a place where everyone has the same color hair, maybe this person has a different color hair. If you are, living in a big city, maybe this person is from the country. This is like you're a little bit different, but people are noticing and liking that about you. Because we have the Nine of Wells, which is the Nine of Cups, or like a wish fulfillment, or a little bit of like a dream, right? It was a voluptuous scene, that masquerade. So perhaps there's a party, perhaps there was a reason to get real dressed up. Maybe there was some fancy like photo op. But we have people that are admiring this particular individual. It could even be as simple as, this person walks into a small town bar and most people aren't used to seeing somebody that looks like that, right? But there's admiration or desire. So let's call on spirit with a little bit of wind chime time. And I hope you're having a wonderful day so far. Hello, Key Controller. Hello, Grindhard. Hello, Cosmic. How we doing? Hello, Zats. I think you said Carla, right? Hello, how's it going, Lee? I hope y'all are having a good day so far. If you're interested in a personal reading, I would love to do one for you. My email address is wickedwandstarot@gmail.com. You can find it in the description box, along with more information on how to become a member. Thank you to the current members. Hello, Man or Mexa? I don't know where your name divides, if anywhere, but I hope I said that all right. Hello, Famous Seamus. Hello, Andreas. No, I don't take those kind of requests. Hello, Man Under the Moon, light. I almost made it. I almost got through the whole thing. All right, let's dive in. I think we need to get a little bit more specific here. We'll go with the Pulp Tarot. So at the very least, we have, a couple of friends that are very excited about some new entry into the dating pool, someone that they feel like they could potentially pursue, but there could be some jealousy here or some attempt to, like maybe this person is showing up because they want to make someone else jealous, right? So we have the Devil in the reverse, the Page of Pentacles, and the King of Cups in the reverse. More so looks to me like this is someone who maybe they're going on a vacation, maybe they are moving somewhere new, or like I said, starting a new job, but I don't feel like there's like ill intent. I don't know that this is, I'm trying to make people jealous. I think it's just, this is a new chapter, I'm starting here, or I'm, moving in here, whatever it might be. And as a result, the King of Cups being in the reverse, I don't feel like this person is looking for emotional attachment. Maybe they're just trying to live their life. Ooh, that's a long time ago, Lee. Hello, Kumar. How are you? Come on, Third Eye, you know my name. What's up? What do we have? We have the Six of Cups, Temperance, and the Eight of Swords. So, yeah, it feels to me like there's multiple people who end up getting a crush on this like new coworker or this, wasn't there a movie? Was it just called New in Town with Renee Zellweger? I think that's what it was. I feel like she was working at like a plant, maybe even in Minnesota. If y'all want to check that and correct me, like go for it. Oh, I do that at the beginning of every reading, so feel free to just start any of them, except for the shorts. I don't do that in those. Good morning, Rachel. How are you doing? Hello, Santiago. Oh, that's funny. So we have people who feel that this Queen of Wands has what they are looking for. Whether that's, a group of ladies ogling or a group of fellas, or even a mixed crowd here. We've got people who are admiring the Queen of Wands, new person at work, new in town, something like that. And with the Eight of Swords, I feel like this is saying, but I don't really know how to approach this person, especially if it's a workplace. Maybe it's just kind of like frowned upon, right? It's supposed to be focused on work. So we have the Nine of Swords in the reverse. I feel like this is a lot of people who are just kind of like nervous or uncomfortable around this Queen of Wands. Knight of Pentacles in the reverse, the Ace of Swords in the reverse, and the Five of Pentacles. I feel like this Queen of Wands is someone who has gotten pretty accustomed to spending a decent amount of time on their own, or they have a pretty small inner circle. I do feel like they have dealt with petty or toxic or even jealous energy from others previously. And they may have had an issue that motivated them, like social community issue, that motivated them to move away or to leave a previous workplace. Not really easy to go along with other people for some reason. For some of you, I am seeing that this Queen of Wands may be a single parent. We have the Ace of Pentacles and the Queen of Pentacles in the reverse. I feel like this Queen of Wands is known for being quick to reject. So maybe one person, like the early adopter type, or the particularly confident may have tried to approach the Queen of Wands and ask for a date or ask for a number, and got promptly rejected. So there is, even if this person is relatively new or unknown, there is this sense of, I feel like that person would reject a lot of people. How was it, Matt? I hope it was amazing. Hello, Loa. How are you doing? Reject first, ask questions later. I don't know if that's going to work out very well, Key Controller. All right, we have the Chariot and the World in the reverse. Again, it feels to me like this is somebody who is like out of place somehow. I keep going back, and maybe it's because it's happened to me a few times. Like, I don't drink anymore, but when I was, in my early 20s, there were a couple of times where I would go into a bar, small town, or even if it was, just like kind of a particular off on its own part of the town, even in the city, and you'd walk in and people would be like, who are you? And I'm sure there was a little of that with this person, but there's this group of, someone that I haven't tried to romance before. This is great. Are they single? That's what they're concerned with. Let's get a few from the Love Oracle, shall we? Yes, exactly. Hello, Nawaji. How are you doing? heart fog. Mixed signals, blocked emotions, messed up. Okay, so this Queen of Wands may be quick to reject people because they know that those that are approaching them, or maybe they just feel like the majority of people who express interest in them, it's just like there's no substance, right? Maybe there's just physical attraction, or maybe this person is not the commitment type, whatever it might be. That is just like an additional element beyond, well, I'm also trying to get over something in the past. So this Queen of Wands has dealt with a person that blocked emotions or gave them like a hot and cold kind of connection. So maybe they're just like not really interested in romance at this time. Hello, Grandheart. Thank you for the tip. Did she miss me more when she called last Friday? Did she miss me more when she called last Friday, was it? Around 8:19 a.m.? How'd she react to the text last night? Around 12:30 a.m.? Sorry, 12:37 a.m. You've been all specific over here, and I'm just like messing it up. Saying that I've been thinking about you all night, can't sleep. All right, and is she talking about me now? I think I got it. I almost messed it up there. All right, thank you, Bernard. I hope you are having a good weekend. Oh, I did not have it all, in fact. Thank you. And then, oh, did I misread the last one then? Oh, were you just clarifying it? Okay. Then I'll just do like a little clarifying question along the way. I got you. Hello, Willie. How are you doing? Oh, Lord. Yes, that's a great way to put it, Rachel. We have memories, distracted, confessions. So because this Queen of Wands feels like they can't really offer their full attention to someone, this could be the motivation behind the really like the knee-jerk or the quick to respond with a rejection. There is someone from their past that this Queen of Wands is trying to heal from. The person who was kind of difficult, it looks like. Maybe this is someone who didn't want to pursue them, or kind of left them wondering if they were interested. So maybe they've been burned recently, this Queen of Wands. Again, does not need to be a woman because they also came through as the King of Cups in the reverse. This is someone who's not interested in the romantic connection because they're healing from a person in their past that caused them to be confused. This is somebody who may have had some spell work done on them to block them from love. Either the Queen of Wands or the person that they are trying to get over. But there was some negative energy here that made it impossible for that relationship or that love to, progress. So there's someone here who does have an open heart, is willing to be emotionally connected. And I feel like they're interested in this Queen of Wands. but aware, very aware, that the Queen of Wands is not interested. So this could be someone who's just kind of like observing at this point, you know? I know there are other people that are interested, but it seems like the Queen of Wands is not. So I'll see what I can learn from observing, you know? Hello, Ronald. Welcome. I hope you're having a good day. Hello, Taj. What's going on? This is the Tarot of the Cat People. Nine of Swords and the Nine of Cups. I've only pulled 2 cards, y'all, and both of them are 9s. Plus, the Nine of Cups was the card we had with the first 2 cards. Huh. And the Nine of Swords already came out from the Pulp Tarot. Maybe it's growing to be more difficult with each day for this individual to look at the Queen of Candles or the Queen of Wands and, you know that they're interested in pursuing this person, but also being cognizant enough of it not being the right time. Like, this is somebody who's rejecting everyone, so it's not a good idea to attempt that right now. Yes, I agree with Rachel on that. Third eye. Hello, Steven. How are you doing? We have the Eight of Wands in the reverse, Death, and the Five of Wands. Very much so aware that there are other people that are interested in this Queen of Wands. I feel like the person who is interested, oh, this is going to creep out some of you. The person who's interested but knows that they need to be patient, they're coming through as the Death card. Don't freak out. I know what you want to do. Don't freak out. Because this is actually somebody who's been through change, transformation. So the reason that they are holding back and the reason that they see the wisdom in being patient is because they've gone through what this Queen of Wands has gone through. I know that when I had to, let go of a person that left me in a confusion type state regarding love, I needed a little bit of time to trust things again, right? So even though it's not easy to stay silent or not, try to pursue this person, I'm going to, because I recognize the same kind of energy as what I was dealing with when I went through an ego death or when I went through that transformation. Hello, Marek. How are you doing? Or is it Merrick? I hope I'm saying it correctly. Hello, Antonio. How are you doing? Thank you for liking and subscribing. All right, so we have the Seven of Swords in the reverse. This person wants to confess. They really do. But if I say that I have a crush on you or if I pursue you, then what if you just quickly tell me, no, thank you. Not interested, declined. Because I know that right now you're on automatic reply with no. So they're waiting. They're trying to be patient, but it's not easy for them to be patient. But it's like, what do I do? Do I wait until you say yes to someone? Because that's a problem too, right? Maybe they're getting a little anxious. Again, we have the Devil in the reverse. I do feel like this is someone who has gone through a spiritual awakening, sees that someone else is, understands that's why they're not interested, but there's difficulty in remaining patient. But I know that you're someone that I could really, understand or get along with. Maybe there's even some insight into feeling like they would be able to actually treat this Queen of Wands the way they deserve to be treated. Ace of Swords, the Fool, and the Hanged Man in the reverse. Man, they are struggling with this. They're like, I'm ready for my new chapter. I'm ready to, you know, be in love again. But I can tell that you're not. The truth is, you're over here like, love? Ugh. The jury's still out on whether or not love actually exists. And they're like, okay, well, that's probably a bad sign for me wanting to fall in love with you. So with the Hanged Man in the reverse, it's like, I'm waiting for you to see like the light at the end of the tunnel and get through the heart fog, right? Waiting for this to no longer be your state of mind regarding amor. You mean, what does he look like? I mean, with this current tarot deck, I'm gonna go ahead and say, like, very solid hair. Like, look at this. They all have just, like, this luxurious hair, right? Oh, except for this dude. Look at, this dude has some really cool hat, so maybe they have a really nice hat. Sorry. I don't know if you wanted me to be a little bit more serious about that, but hello, Forever. How are you doing? Hello, Aman. What's up? And maybe even some really great, like, oh, what's that really cool type of cat? Don't do this to me, Carmen. Oh, it's in there somewhere. Okay, so there was that Archer episode where he talks about ocelot. See, that's how I have to do it. I have to think about, like, where was I when I learned about this thing? There's this episode where Archer is in the back seat with an ocelot. And I love it so much. Do y'all know what I'm talking about? Matt knows what I'm talking about. Yes! Yes, the cat's name was Babu. Oh, Matt. You get, like, coolest person of the day award, okay? Do you want me to, like, print it out and frame it for you? So maybe this person's at least an animal lover, right? They're great with animals. And what a great green flag that is, right? So we have the Two of Pentacles and the Hermit. Again, I do feel like this is someone who is like a little bit further ahead on a very similar spiritual journey. They see that this candle or this Queen of Candles is probably close to coming out of that kind of like hermit phase where they don't really want to deal with anyone. But it's a matter, it's like a guessing game because I want to be the one who's able to confess their interest in you right when it's the right time, but I don't want to mess it up. If you've ever seen the show Wiped Out, it's a bunch of people who, God bless them for being this crazy, but they decide to go through an obstacle course where you absolutely have to be good at timing and understand concepts like velocity because you have to jump onto, you know, moving obstacle courses or like giant bouncy balls. Anyways, this person has to time things right. I guess I could have just said, you know, somebody who's trying to like score 3 points in a basketball game because you definitely have to like time that right. But I went with whipped out or wiped out. You guys, maybe that means maybe I'm gonna be able to tell my joke today. We're gonna have to get Lenormand next, don't you think? So we have the location change card. See, I told you. There's someone who's new to town. And this person's like, ooh, I got a big old crush on you, but I can't say anything. I know you don't want to flirt with anyone. So I'm waiting for a sign that you're actually interested. Or, you know, at least open to the idea. There may have been a divorce. There may have been some, you know, difficulty with finances because of adjusting to a new routine or a new, you know, state of independence or singlehood. So this Queen of Wands has been feeling liberated, feeling like things are improving, but it's also been one of those things that might kind of tap out their energy a little bit faster than not ascending, right? I really do feel like the love interest can tell that they're going through this. Should I call them the Hermit instead of Death? Would that be less scary for you all? I mean, they also came through as the Devil in the reverse. That's positive, right? All right, let's get the romantic Lenormand, shall we? Right? Do those signs exist? Hello, Rick. How are you doing? Ooh, I told you. I told you. This person's like serious about it. It's not just like, I like the way you wear those jeans or you have a very attractive beard. This is like, I feel that we would connect on multiple levels. And that's, I think, part of the reason they have the respect and at least most of the patience to be able to wait on their confession. But I do feel like they are working on what they're going to say, how they would approach it, what would be the right way to convey my interest without it sounding like those other people who are just like, you look really good. You are hot. Let's hang out. They don't want to do that, right? They don't want to fumble. Town crier with a bell and a sandwich board. I love it. Hello, Gnostic. How are you doing? Hello, Ray. What's up, Holy Ghost? So we have the lilies. I love this. This person's legit. This is someone who is waiting for that peaceful energy to show up for this Queen of Wands. When it seems like this person is no longer dealing with question marks, right? Are they still trying to solve what happened or what they did wrong? Or is there a sense of acceptance and moving on, focusing on new things, and, you know, looking to be in a trusting connection? I do feel like for some of you, this is someone who's looking to see how quickly this Queen of Wands, King of Cups in the reverse, is able to make a good friend. Even if this is a workplace, which hopefully it's not, because in general, I think it's frowned upon. But this is someone who feels like once there are signs that this person's feeling at peace in the new environment or feeling more like themselves, yes, exactly, feeling kind of settled, sense of security or stability, then that person feels that's their sign to confess their feelings and their interest in this Queen of Wands. Let's see. This is a gamer's ways. Let's see what else we got, because I feel like there's going to be some issue with someone else. Maybe the person the Queen of Wands is trying to get over. Maybe there's going to be an issue in terms of the other people who are interested. It's funny. We have QuickTime event. You probably want to relax through this cutscene after defeating that powerful foe. The fight took a lot out of you, but the developers know there's still fight left in you. Let's test your reaction time. I told you. I just told you that somebody's going to cause a problem. It's like, hey, good work, Queen of Wands. It looks like you've made a lot of important changes in your life, you know, started a new job or moved somewhere else, meeting new people. Maybe you are working on some creative project. But the universe is like, we're going to make sure that you really don't want to deal with people like that anymore, okay? Has Micah showed a, thank you, Grindhard, showed a pic of me to her daughter. That would make it serious, right? Because then it's like, are you cool with mama dating this person? I've added that for you. Thank you. Hello, April. What's going on? Hello, John. What else do we have? So, yeah, basically, either someone who reminds this Queen of Wands of their past person who disappointed them or, you know, left them feeling confused, comes back around and tries to pursue something with them. It's like a little like, congratulations, you did a really big thing there. And, you know, it looks like you've really been changing or working on stuff. Oh, we're going to test you again with the same thing. Are you gonna fall for somebody who's just like that past person? Are you going to give in if that person apologizes? Or are you going to stay focused on the new beginning? So that could be one of the signs that the Hermit is waiting for before they make their intentions known. You've come far and found your way to a safe room. It's cozy and monsters can't get inside. Take this time to recharge and express gratitude for how nice it is here. A victory is likely imminent. This is the Hermit. They're like, okay, I'm waiting for a moment and I know I've got someone here that I'm interested in, but I'm going to wait until they really like confirm that they learned this thing and then I can pursue them. It's like you got the cheat codes. You're just like, since I've already been through this, since I know that there's going to be like a surprise, just wanted to make sure you still feel that way. Because I've already been through it, right? They're the Hermit. They've already gone through this. They're like, once I know that you've like validated that you're done with that person from the past, then I will arrive. Hello, Todd. How are you doing? Oh, I hope you feel better soon. We have character skin. Let's just move this. A player has lied about who they are and cast a good old-fashioned illusion spell. The situation has given us erroneous details or possibilities, and it's become overwhelming. Take a pause and tune into your intuition. Answers should become clear. So whether or not the Queen of Candles is able to walk away from this last test, probably for most of you, this would be that ex or that confusing person from their past coming back around, probably making empty promises or saying that they've changed or saying that they want to do right by this Queen of Wands. Whether or not they use that discernment and choose, you know, I mean, maybe some of those exes figured it out, right? But I feel like this is pretty clearly saying, like, you walked away from someone that wasn't willing to do right by you. What if they come back around and it's unusual for them to chase you, or it's unusual for them to say that they love you or want to be in a relationship or want to get married? Like, what are they going to potentially do to get the Queen of Candles to come back around? But the Hermit knows once that's taken care of, if the Queen of Wands walks away from that person, then it might be a good time for them to actually consider confessing. It can be tempting to spam your special ability to muscle your way through hordes for shiny treasure. That's why the developers usually don't let you do it. Someone in the party is getting a much needed rest or is encouraged to. That's this Hermit. Like, look, you've gotten through a lot. You've pressed forward. Maybe you resonate with the Hermit more than the Queen of Wands. But this is somebody who has gone through that ascension, and it's like, okay, I guess I'll just like chill and enjoy a little bit of a break and wait for this person to get through their difficult time. It's like kind of like a person who's gone through that obstacle course. They've got their time figured out, and they're watching the next person go, like, are you going to do it better than I did? Are you? And when you're done, did you want to grab some lunch? You know. Oh, my condolences. I'm sure that means you've got some protection from brother, right? Mm-hmm. Oh, are you not feeling? Did I miss that? I hope you get better soon, Key. That sounded like you're just a bad person. I hope you feel better. You've walked these halls. You know where every camp spot in this map is. You aren't new here, and you are well versed in the ways. May the developers have mercy on the new school fledglings who join your lobby. I keep telling you, this Hermit is somebody who's already gone through what the Queen of Wands is currently about to get through. It's like It's like you and your bestie in the, final exam for, what do you want to call it? Accounting, biology. It's a tough test, okay? And every now and then you look at each other, you make eye contact, and you're like, this is really hard. And then your friend's like, I know, it sucks. But then one of you finishes, puts your exam up at the front, and then waits right outside the door. Like, I know you're going through it, buddy. I know you're trying to make sure that your test is going to get a good score. I was lucky enough to finish before you, but I'm going to wait right here and be ready to, talk to you when you're done. Hello, Lee. Oh, I'm so sorry to hear that. Oh, well, it's the X's. I misread it as yours. I'm a little bit less sorry. Is that rude? Nonetheless, thank you for the tip. I'm going to ask. Did X's car code by accident? Or will his lying be? Gotcha. I would hope so. Does he live in a stable environment? I've added that. Thank you, Lee. I'm sending you protective energy. Hello, Russ. Hello, Tony's. Oh, thank you. Yeah, I think Rachel just let you know. If you check the description box, you can find a link to my second channel. It's not got ads on it. I haven't really sought to monetize it or make it, what this is. But it's just me reading from books, like my favorite Edgar Allan Poe. There's also some, sadly not all, but some of the Dante's Inferno. Really uplifting stuff. And some Emily Dickinson poems. For not writing in Spanish? That's not cool. Can we what? Ooh, yes. I guess I didn't see what the answer was, but I did ask her the other day, I think, right? If that's confirms that, I'm totally down. She did? Yay! I like it. Do, 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 do. Now a standard moderator. Yay! It already shows up. Sometimes you never know. YouTube, sometimes they take a little while. Thank you. That's very kind of you, Tones. I don't know if it's Tony. Like, when I see your username, I think of Tony, spelled different ways. Maybe that's my bad. Was a ladybug in my house yesterday? Mean Micah. Oh, I think ladybugs are tied to love, aren't they? Where am I gonna write this? I want to make sure I phrase it right. In house. Mean. Like okay. I had to write it real small, but I added it for you. Hello, Ali. How are you doing? Oh, wait, you said it's Kanwa. How are you? It's true. So this is the Graffiti Tarot, one of my new favorites. And I have to apologize, Grind Hard, because it's already 40 minutes in and I just noticed that. I'll just do one row from the Graffiti Tarot and then I'll start on the personal questions. My bad. We've got Knight of Pentacles in the reverse, the Four of Swords, and the Ten of Cups in the reverse. This is someone who's in a new place, in a new town, healing from a situation where someone wasn't willing to go the distance or do right by that person. Hey, Zara, could you do me a favor and not repeat the same comment over and over again? I would appreciate that. Thank you, Garner. We have the Four of Cups in the reverse, the Page of Pentacles in the reverse, and the Moon in the reverse. Yeah, I think once the Hermit sees this repeat, like that last little test for the Queen of Wands, they're thinking, okay, it's not long now. Either this person falls back into the same cycle or they prove that they've learned that lesson, and then some of that healing is more eminent or is more, it's like confirmed, right? So the Nine of Pentacles is in the reverse because it's like, we got to see how this person does, how this King of Cups in the reverse, Queen of Wands does. Whether or not they're actually going to resist this similar energy or this person from their past that left them feeling confused. Two of Pentacles, I feel like they make the right choice because they know that this person is not stable, not reliable. So then does that mean that the Hermit is going to confess their feelings? Ooh, not yet. They're going to give it a little bit. But it's like, I'm going to see when you walk away from that person, know that you like basically finished your learnings, your lessons. And then I'm going to like count to 10, you know, or then I'm going to give it like 2 weeks. They have this like goal of making sure there's enough time for this Queen of Wands to feel like the new chapter is really on its way, right? So we're gonna get to the personal questions kind of late. My apologies, y'all. Grindhard is asking, did Micah miss me more when she called last Friday at 8:19 a.m.? No. This feels like more presently missing you. Maybe last Friday was a little bit more difficult. So there was this Ten of Swords feeling last Friday. How is Micah reacting, or how did Micah react to the text last night at 12:37 a.m. when Grindhard said he couldn't sleep? This is interesting. This is like getting to know a little bit more about how lucky she might be. Why the moon though? Because like obviously like nighttime, right? She feels like there's something about nighttime that makes you particularly forthcoming or direct in your messages. And I think there's actually studies that show when you're a little bit tired, so like, you know, the last hour before you're about to pass out or fall asleep, you tend to be more honest. You tend to kind of lose that faculty to mislead or like make things look a little bit better than they are, or even hide your emotions. So I'm sure many of you can recall a time where someone maybe confessed something or said something a little bit more honestly than you were expecting when it was late in the day. So I feel like she looks at this as you say more when it's at nighttime. But there was a sense of urgency or like wanting to be near you. And is she talking about Grindhard now? Not right now. I do feel like there's still a little bit of like waking up energy, perhaps. But I do feel like I feel like she's in a good mood today. Uh-oh, there might be somebody who upsets her. Who is this King of Cups in the reverse? There is something unexpected that happens. Is this an ex? No, I feel like this is maybe more somebody who she's connected to because of like working or family, or like they know the friends, mutual friends, that kind of thing. But there's someone who says something, I think, disparaging against her like dating prospects. So that might be frustrating for her. And I feel like in that situation, she's thinking, yeah, but I feel like I found somebody good. Has Micah showed a picture of Reinhardt to her daughter? Yes, I do feel like she has. 2 sixes in the reverse, 6 of Wands in the reverse, 6 of Cups in the reverse, 2 of Swords in the reverse. I feel like her daughter said something about you being different or looking different. It's like not a good thing or a bad thing, just saying like this one seems different from the others. Maybe like good and bad, I don't know. But yes, she has shown her daughter. All right, let me get a different deck for Lee and Grindhard. You know we're rooting for you. Hello, Sean. How are you doing? Oh, well, because there's some solitude and peacefulness about that time, right? I don't as much lately, but there have definitely been plenty of times where I would wake up at like 2:30 or 3 in the morning, couldn't get back to sleep. So I would just like, I don't know, go sit out on the porch. Just listen to the animals out there that seem so loud in the middle of the night. Sorry, I need to focus on Lee's question. All right. Hello, Tony. I love that there's a different spelling of Tony now. I think we had the 3 different kinds, right? So for Lee, we've got, did the ex's car actually get repoed by accident? Maybe earlier than it should have been. I feel like this is someone who's like exaggerating. Is the car behind on payments? Was it supposed to be repoed? This feels to me like there is something that he is leaning on, such as like the final warning wasn't sent out, or I was supposed to have until, you know, like the 28th. There's something here that is a little bit of a weak piece of evidence. Ooh, how do I say this? I don't think that's a good example. Have you ever seen an adult try to sit in like a child's chair, or, you know, use like a child's swing at the park, and you're like, I don't know if it's made for that. I feel like this is somebody who's like stretching something pretty thin here to try to say that there wasn't. I do feel like there was some sort of, they did something wrong, but were there actual problems with payments? Yes. I just feel like someone's looking for a loophole, you know? Hello, Nat. Thank you for the tip. Let me add that for you. Channel message from David. Yeah, no problem. Hello, Jen. How are you doing? So I feel like it's an exaggeration. Will his lying be uncovered? Yes, but someone is like willfully being difficult. I think you know who I would be thinking of. Chariot and there's a refusal to do the right thing by the law here. Chariot in the reverse. The legal system is failing in this situation. It's like, meh, whatever, truth and stuff. Thank you, Holy Ghost. I appreciate that. Let me know if you want me to pull a few cards for you. So I do feel like the truth is going to be eventually uncovered or shared, but there is a major block with the Chariot in the reverse. But we could have someone being reassigned. Is this a new judge? No. It's like someone gives up. Someone in the situation gives up, like covering up or protecting or lying or asking for something. So I do feel like this is going to get, there's like another plot twist here. But yes, the lies do come out. It's that we need someone who cares about those lies, right? Oh yeah, does he live in a stable environment? I feel like there is two answers. I feel like for a short while there is someone who allows him to stay and then he gets kicked out. So does he have a stable environment now? Ish, because someone is being kind, but then he burns this bridge somehow. Doesn't pay for something that he says he would, is, you know, eating all the groceries or ruins a piece of furniture. There's something here where it's like, you know, I had something that was okay, but then I burned that bridge and now I don't. So I feel like this is in limbo or about to change. Yeah. Burning a lot of bridges. And then I feel like he has no place to go. 3 wands in the reverse. Like, I don't have a place to make plans to go to. My. Okay, so this is the White Sage Tarot. For Nat, we've got, what is the channeled message from David, please? Ooh. I might have to come back to that one. All right, so what is the channel message for David, please? Or from David for Nat? He's feeling overwhelmed. He's feeling foolish, but not saying anything. He's dealing with a heartbreak or a heartache silently. Feels like he missed the signs or didn't do the right thing, wants to make some sort of amends or find some balance here. And there's a sense of urgency. There's something that feels different regarding an old habit or an old pattern. I previously didn't see myself changing this or didn't think that I would do that for somebody, but now I'm hearing Monica's song, For You I Will. Which is old, by the way. I don't know. I don't know how much of an appreciation for the 90s you have, but I think that was late 90s. Maybe it was early 2000s. We've got Ace of Swords. This is somebody who feels like I need to like tell the truth, speak my truth, communicate, because if not, then I lose my opportunity. Good. Is this... So, whoever is this stressed person, I feel like there's a sense of hope that helps. So is there a protective energy here? Yeah. Queen of Swords, absolutely. This is someone who... Someone who I feel is going through an emotional awakening, in part because there's someone kind of like nudging them. That's fun. I mean, sometimes that works, right? Wait, let me ask if this reading resonates for April, then would that mean that this person has long hair and a beard? I even mentioned the beard at the beginning. Yes, April. And we have the star as your answer. This is somebody who has gone through a breakup or a difficult relationship with a person who is emotionally manipulative, and they've been able to recover from it. So I don't know how much you know about that. Will Grindhard be a stepdaddy to Micah's daughter? There's some resistance, but things change over time. So what I'm seeing is like, initially, it's like I have to test and make sure that you're actually going to do right by my mom or be a good person, or maybe it just takes, you know, some time to change that energy. But then there's transformation. So you have to earn it, basically. Because there is something that's already been taught to the daughter, even if she is relatively young, is distrust in relationships. Hello, Ziggy. Thank you for the tip. Will Ziggy receive communication from the ex soon? Not soon, because they're still stuck in indecision. But this is someone who keeps thinking about coming back around and what would happen if they did. Yeah, so they're at that decision point or at that crossroads, thinking about what it would be like to see or speak to you again, but they can't make up their mind. Very much so obsessing over that concept and over that decision, though. So I do feel like they're looking for signs, looking for confirmation in their surroundings or in their dreams. All right, I'm going to leave it there. I love you all. Thank you for being you. Thank you for the likes and the subscribes. Oh, crap. Hold, please. All right, I'll do Flower's question. And then I got to go after that, okay, y'all? Because then I'm hungry. Hello, Flower. How we doing? Thank you for the tip. I appreciate you. What is my future and my current work? Hold on, I want to like write this down real quick. Future and current work, because the screen keeps moving and then I have to like find it. And any advice? Wow, I can't write right now. Advice for the rest of 25. And I do not trust the guy. Okay, no trust with date guy. I mean, that's an important element, right? Gotta be able to trust them. Any advice? Thank you, my friend in cheese. We bonded over cheese, okay, you guys? She likes it, I like it, you know? We talk about our favorite cheeses, it's cool. All right, so we have the Hermit when I was asking about your future in the current line of work. Tell me more. Tell me more. Wow, the Hierophant. Knight of Cups in the reverse, 8 of Cups in the reverse. So I do feel like this is saying that you have the opportunity to learn from somebody an important element for your path. So while I don't feel like this is where you're meant to be for, you know, a very long time, you know, like decades or anything like that, I feel like there's something here that you learn from someone who has a lot of experience. Geez, soulmates. And this helps you in your previous or in your next steps, many of them. So basically, the way I'm seeing it is, it's like somebody is juicing the orange and there's still juice there. You know, you don't want to throw that away. You don't want to be wasteful. Or, you know, we could talk about it being a chicken wing, right? Since I'm hungry, I'm going to use food analogies. If you've ever watched Hot Ones, plenty of people there that are going to leave meat on the bone. There's still a little bit here for you to learn. And it is going to be informative or helpful for you. It's a building block for future steps and future paths. But I do feel like at a certain point, you leverage what you've learned in this current line of work for something different. And you are meant to like transmute that or elevate it in some way. And then is there any advice with regards to that transition? With regards to that work? I feel like you're going to know exactly when this is done. We have the World and the Two of Spheres in the reverse. I feel like there's like either a very clean, like this is the end of a contract, or this is when I want to move, or, you know, I'm whatever. Things are changing and now's the right time for me to leave. So do not doubt yourself. You're going to be very decisive for a reason. And it's going to feel like second nature. Like I know that's what I'm supposed to do, you know, whatever. And then what about advice for the rest of 2025? We've got Strength in the reverse, Three of Wands, and the Three of Swords. Both of those threes in the reverse. Well, all three of them are in the reverse. So there's a temptation here. Somebody who's losing control unexpectedly, but I feel like you're in the midst of your healing. So I don't know if this is like a booty call or somebody who's just really struggling to stay focused on what they need to, kind of giving in and messaging you or reaching out. But I feel like you're just kind of like, I'm comfortable. No, you know, there's someone here who reaches out and it's really just about what they want. And you know, it's not worth your time. It could just be a friend, but it's coming through like a booty call. Four of Pentacles in the reverse and the Emperor. This is somebody that you're already like letting go of, right? Okay. Yeah, but there's something else that feels like, well, this is the right time, obviously, you know? So I don't feel like you'll have too much trouble finding that right time. And what about the date guy? There's a lack of trust here. What does she need to know? Ace of Swords in the reverse, King of Spheres or King of Pentacles, Temperance, and the Five of Cups. I think this is someone who's still kind of connected to a past person. They're looking for something new while still looking over their shoulder at something previous. So this is saying your gut is telling you to focus on yourself, and if something new comes along, cool, but I don't know, is this person, like, I don't even know that you're really super interested, even if you did trust this person. Like, there's something off here. I feel there's someone else who's interested in you, and it's going to make it really easy for you to find a sense of direction, even if it's just, yeah, you know what, I don't even know if I want to be dealing with anybody. But yeah, I don't think this person's fully over someone from their past, and they don't want to be honest with you about that. You know, lots of people out there will love to tell you that they're over their ex, and they're not, you know. All right. Hello, Cozy Cat. How are you doing? Hello, Ellen. Hello, Legendary. Hello, J Mark. Hello, Kimberly. Apologies to sign off right as y'all are getting here, but hopefully you can still start at the beginning and then be able to enjoy the live chat. But thank you for the likes. Thank you for the subscribes. Thank you for hyping. Thank you for being awesome.